Our cash physical therapy practice has generated more than $5 million in cash package sales, and our clients just in the last 12 months have produced more than $20 million in sales. This is the number one mistake that they were making in their organic marketing and their workshops. All right, so let's take a look at what most cash physical therapists do when they start doing organic marketing and trying to schedule workshops. All right, so for starters, they start sending out emails to potential referral sources. They start sending DMs and text messages to businesses that they find, and they start doing cold walk-ins and attending some classes to drop off some marketing material. Oh, that's my brochure. Okay, and what do all of these things do? The approach that every single person is doing is really just trying to elevate their own status with the potential referral source, thinking that if I can show them how great I am, they're going to want to send people to me, which couldn't be further from the truth, because all it does is show the people that you want to work with to prove that you can care about their people and help them achieve their goals, is that all you care about is you. Okay, people don't care about who you are until they decide that they like you. So the number one thing that we need to be doing is not trying to show them how great we are, and which is really just focusing purely on marketing and on sales. What we really need to focus on doing is getting these business owners to actually like us. And when they sense these ulterior motives, that instantly pushes them away. It instantly makes them feel that this person is desperate, they're needy, they're not as far along as I am, and they're just trying to drain my business and drain some of the resources I have to help them. Now, business owners, they only want to work with people who are either on the same level as them or even better, a little bit further ahead. And there's nothing that is going to show them that you are not someone that they want to partner with that can provide value to their business than trying to prove to them how great you are at what it is you do, because only people who aren't really that great, that don't have a lot of status, do that. And so what we really want to do is to focus on getting these folks to like you, because until they like you, they won't care how good you are at what it is you do or how much you can help their business. Because at the end of the day, business owners would much, much rather work with someone who has low skill, but they really like them, versus someone with really high skill that they don't like, right? Because if you could be the best person in the world, but if you don't align with their values and what they love and the things that they teach inside of their community, why would they ever refer any of their clients to you? And so we have to figure out, how do we cultivate relationships that get the potential referral sources to come to us versus coming across as desperate and needy by just telling them how great we are and how much we can actually support them. And so the number one way to do this is understanding a tool called the Relationship Value Ladder. Okay, most people have no idea how to actually naturally progress a business relationship, and it's actually way easier than people think. Okay, and so the key is to approach our business relationships the same way we do in the dating world. Okay, when we're dating, there's a natural sequence of steps that we follow to grow the relationship. And if we are too quick to want to take someone home or to marry them, it's going to repel those individuals. Okay, we have to remember that every person that we want to build a referral relationship with, they're being bombarded by other business owners who are trying to do the exact same thing. But the problem is every single one of them is trying to go directly to marketing and sales and just trying to make a quick buck versus really being authentic, trying to build an honest conversation where we're genuinely interested in the business owner, what it is they're trying to accomplish, what their mission is, and what are the biggest constraints they have that you might be able to support them with. Okay, everyone else is failing in organic marketing because they are too impatient and they're too hasty to get to the money. Just like in dating, if you're trying too hard to get someone to go home with you or you're trying to get them married. So in the dating world, I'm going to show you an example value ladder in the dating world. So let's say the goal is to get someone to want to marry you, and where you can get down on one knee and blow their mind and make them so happy with your ring. But in order to get there, you first have to follow a series of steps. Okay, so the first step might be maybe you text for a little while. Then you progress that relationship when you prove that you're both not crazy serial killers, but before you go on an actual date, you want to see that they are who they say they are. Then you maybe go on a dinner date, and then you start meeting friends and family. Okay? Natural sequence of steps. And now the more you focus your intentions on this in the very beginning, the weirder it's going to feel, and the more there's going to feel like there's too much pressure, ulterior motives. You're not being genuine in what it is that you actually want. And so, of course, later in the middle, we can let them know that our intention is to be serious and take this relationship seriously and take it as far as it can go. But if you focus on that, and in the first date, you're talking about getting married and going home together, it's going to push people away. Exact same thing's going to happen inside of our local relationship marketing. And so there's so many different ways we can grow and ascend a relationship besides just workshops. And a lot of cash physical therapists destroy their odds of building these great partnerships because all they think there is, hey, I can attend one workout class with a group of people. I can tell them how great of a physical therapist I am, and that is going to turn into me doing some cool workshops and teaching their members, and that's going to get me a whole bunch of money. Hey, if you're getting value out of the relationship value ladder training that I put together, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And beneath this video, you can find our complete cash physical therapy organic marketing manifesto that literally breaks down every single organic marketing strategy that we have used, implemented, and tested since starting our practice and generating more than $5 million in cash package sales. Make sure you check it out. Okay, that's what they think the relationship is. And in reality, there's so many other ways to create mutually beneficial relationships with businesses aside from just doing workshops. Okay, so let's take a look at what a value ladder for a cash physical therapist might look like and the way that you should progress your relationships rather than being so hasty. Because the results of this, maybe you are successful in running your first class, and maybe you do win over the coach and they say, let's do a workshop. But there's very little relationship that has actually been built. What this leads into is one-off promotions. Okay, this is not what we want because the amount of effort that goes into getting a workshop scheduled and put together and getting people to show up is really, really high. Now, if we don't have a strong relationship, that's going to create a one and done workshop, and then you're going to have to do the whole thing over again with another person, and it's going to be a while till this person's going to let you back in and cultivating a really strong relationship so that we can do workshops again and again and again without having to come in for more classes, restart the relationship. So we don't want one-off promotions. Focus on building strong relationships and take the slower path to the money, and you're going to end up making substantially more money over the long term because you have an honest and true relationship with folks. Okay, so let's take a look at what a potential value ladder looks like when you know what you're doing in organic marketing and want to have consistent, steady, and predictable referrals from your referral partners. A lot of people say referral marketing can't be predictable. It absolutely can be. They just don't understand the relationship value ladder and how to do it. So I'm going to give you some examples right here. Best case scenario that you can land with this referral partner is to literally have every single member that they acquire referred directly to your business. That is the best case scenario. And so that is the actual goal that we're going to have here. I'm going to move this down real quick. Okay. And so once we have, if the goal is to basically integrate our offers, which is really the ultimate goal of organic marketing, is to create an integrated offer. I'm going to give you some examples of that in a minute. But this is the ultimate goal that we're looking for. Now, if the first time we meet a business owner, we talk about integrating our offers, they're going to be like, get the hell out of here, you're crazy. Okay, but if we follow this sequence of steps, the odds of actually making that happen are really, really good. And this is where things start to get really fun and predictable because you know with your integrated offer, there's a specific percentage of people that actually take the offer. Okay, and so once you know how many people they acquire each and every month, you should be able to assess and predict the total number of referrals per month from that referral source. Okay, and so this is the gold standard of what it is we're trying to get to in organic marketing. But to get there, let's take a look. So initially, maybe there's a new business in town and you send them an email letting them know it's like, hey, one of my patients told me about your practice or your gym and absolutely loved it. I love to network with other business owners in town so that I can refer some of my patients to them. Wouldn't it be a great time for me to stop in for a class? Okay, and so maybe we just start off by emailing one another. Okay, the next step is to actually attend a class. Now, don't just do it all willy-nilly. We want to make sure that we actually build a relationship with the important people in this business. So do your research, find out who the decision makers are inside of this business, and then find the time where they're actually coaching the class, where you can come in and they actually have 5 minutes for you and them to talk and for you to get to know them a little bit better. Now, you're not pitching your services. You're not trying to elevate your status. You're telling them how incredible their business is, how much you love the class, how you understand why your patient loves them so much, and asking, what is it like you're trying to do within this business? Where are you trying to take this thing? What's the community you're trying to build? What's the biggest thing that's holding you back from being able to do that right now? Well, I'm a physical therapist. Is there anything that I might be able to do to serve you to help achieve that mission? And then just shut up and let them tell you how it is you might be able to help. Okay? There's no need to rush this, because if you follow the rest of the steps, everything's going to happen exactly the way you want it to. Then it's going to be a much more long-term relationship because it's going to have depth. Okay? So you attend one of the classes. Maybe after that, you then leave them a Google review. Okay, you leave them a Google review, because who do business owners want to help more than anybody? Their clients, right? And so you just attended their class, and by the way, make sure that you pay for it. Do not allow them to offer you a free class. Insist that you support and pay for their services. Okay, so make sure that you actually pay for these classes when you do this. Okay, and then afterwards, become the client that you wish that you had. Leave them a review, record them a video testimonial, but don't ask them for anything in return. The whole point of this is to give without the expectation of getting anything in return. That's how this really, really works. It's a little bit paradoxical, but it works really well. Okay, so leave them a review, leave them a testimonial, have a conversation with them, and repeat this a few times. Attend a few classes and get to know their members and figure out what kind of problems their members have so that you can tell the people, like, here's what I'm finding and how I might be able to support you. Okay, so you attend the classes, you leave a review, then from there, maybe you interview them on your podcast or you take them out to lunch. Okay, try to be their friend. Put them on a pedestal. Show them how great they are. You're both entrepreneurs. You both go through things that very few people in our lives can understand. You can be that person for them. Ask to interview them on their podcast about their mission, what it is they're trying to do, what they're passionate about, and make them feel really, really good. And then promote that to your people. They'll do the same, putting your podcast in front of other people. Now, you don't need to have a podcast, but it is a secret weapon with doing this stuff, because no one says no to a podcast. Or invite them to lunch and get to know them a little bit better, where you can both talk about entrepreneurship and the troubles you have and brainstorm ideas. Entrepreneurs don't get enough of that. So you can be that person for that. Okay, from there, maybe the next thing that you could do is a tune-up table. Okay, now with each and every step, things are progressing and ascending within the relationship. Okay, so now we're doing a tune-up table. And so maybe you've attended 1 or 2 classes, you went out to lunch with this person. Now you're doing a tune-up table after one of the classes. Okay, and then from this tune-up table, you talk about, hey, that was a ton of fun. I think some people really got value out of that. Is there anything else that we can do to support one another? What else can I do to do this? One of the people said that they are having a lot of shoulder problems. I think a lot of other people are too. Would it make sense for me to come in and just do a workshop so I can help more people at once? Okay, so now the next step is a B to C workshop. Now there's 2 kinds of workshops. The most common is this B2C. We're actually doing it for clients, right? Now, these are fantastic and it's a great way to grow your business. But the problem with B2C workshops is that there's only so many you can do. You can't do them every single week within these businesses. You don't acquire patients until you do that workshop. And so it's lots of peaks and valleys as you do it. It's just a natural way, the natural symptom of running B2C workshops. But after you do this and you bring in a few patients from this, don't just stop there. Again, look to progress and ascend the relationship. And now from here, you can say like, hey, I think people got a ton of value out of this thing. Now, I think there's a lot of other people that are here that would benefit from this that didn't attend. So what would you say for me teaching this stuff to your staff so that they can keep an eye on how to prevent these injuries themselves and how to identify when intervention with one of your clients is necessary, where they should, work and contact a doctor of physical therapy. Okay. And this is our favorite form of workshop. These are B2B workshops. Okay, and so these build up tremendous goodwill with coaches and other practitioners that you might be doing this for, because you're actually increasing their value as a professional. And by doing so, not only are you building tremendous goodwill with some of your top referrers, but you now have a much more evergreen and predictable referral source, where with B2B, you can only do them, like 1 or 2 a quarter with any individual business. But with a B2B workshop, now you have agents inside of the business working with people every single day, looking for people to refer your way. And so this is how we can start to get daily and weekly referrals. Okay. And now, once you have the B2B, once you have the relationship with the staff, once you have the relationship with the clients, the next step that you can take is actually integrating your offers. Now, what this actually means is very literally putting some sort of offer from your business as a part of another business's offer and vice versa. It needs to be a mutually beneficial thing. And so if this is the gym and this is you both exchange offers to intensify and increase the perceived value of what it is that you're offering. So if this is you and this is the gym, okay, maybe you offer the gym a $100 voucher that you co-branded that is included in every new member onboarding packet. And maybe the gym offers 1 free class for you to include with every new eval that you get, or every new person that converts into a package. And now, every single time one of you gets a new client, the other gets a referral. Okay? And now through tracking this data, this is where you start to have much more predictable referrals. You have a predictable take rate from those referrals, and you have a predictable number of people who are contacting your business each and every month. Now, if you can integrate your offer with enough businesses, suddenly you don't have to focus so much on doing workshops anymore, because every single new client that the other business is getting is literally sending them your way. And so this is the natural progression of organic marketing and what world-class relationship marketing ultimately looks like. Again, this is called the relationship value ladder. Now, if you got value out of this video and want to learn more about how you can use the relationship value ladder to make your organic marketing strategies 10 times more predictable, where you're able to consistently gain patients each and every month, where you're able to sustain $10,000 to $20,000 per month in your practice without overworking yourself, without burning out, without appearing desperate and needy. If you want to learn more about this stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more marketing strategies and what's working right now to grow and scale cash physical therapy practices.